happened here, this is probably one of the more meaningful athlete meetings that any of us have been a part of. I was just talking to Steve Weinberger and Tyler, and we were just talking a little bit about how this athletes meeting is different because of what we've all gone through to get here. And we'll talk about all that in just a moment, but we're just grateful that we can get started. And to the media, we thank you for your ongoing support, and especially the support that we get throughout the year from our friends at the NPCNewsOnline, Frank Seppi, JMA, and their team for their tireless commitment to promoting this event. And of course, our crew at Muscle and Fitness and all the great media outlets that have been an ongoing source of fuel to make sure the world keeps a close watch on what we're doing here in Orlando. Our reigning champion, Brandon Curry. Stay standing, Brandon, if you would. And then I would like to also ask the gentleman who managed to win this contest 7 times, Phil Heath, to stand up for us. Welcome back, Phil. I would like to also ask the gentleman who in 2008 won this title as well, Dexter Jackson, to stand up. Who's here, and remain standing to the ground. I arranged to sit, but stay cool for just a second because it's important to recognize the fact that this is only the 3rd time in the history of this competition that 3 men who have won the Mr. Olympia title will all be competing on the same stage, on the same night, and to me, that's a really big deal. We're so grateful that you guys decided to do this contest and help us make some history. Can sit along with Brandon and his reigning standout. I'd like for the old man in the back to remain standing because I want you to know that Dexter, you are a special man in this room because you have carried the Olympia legacy in such a meaningful and special way over the course of your multiple decades in this sport. And we know that you have announced that this will be your final Olympia. And I got to tell you, we've all been along for that journey, and we have watched the way you have engaged with the fans, the way that you have carried yourself, the way that you have honored the sport and this competition by traveling the world and doing all the right things to make sure that this sport is viewed the way we want it to be viewed. And Dexter, as you go through these next few days, I want you to know that it's not lost on all of us how special it is to be a part of your final Olympia. And I just want the entire room to recognize the greatness of Dexter Jackson. I want to just acknowledge a few other folks. The process of getting here involved, and by the way, on the topic of you guys being here, as sort of evidence to how grateful we all are for the fact that you guys are here. Jake, our owner, on more than a few occasions made it a point to say, out of respect to that work, out of respect to the time, the hours, the days, the weeks, the months, the training, the diet, and all the things that you guys have had to endure to reach this stage, Jake said more than one occasion that not only are we not going to make the athletes pay the price for any challenges we've had in the economy of this event, or the limitations in ticket sales, or the fact that we couldn't sell exhibitor booths, or we couldn't do a lot of things like we normally would do. But Jake said repeatedly, not only will we not let the prize money be affected, but we will give away more money at this contest than has ever been given away at any contest in the history of this sport. That's what's happening this weekend in spite of everything. So Jake, we are eternally grateful to you, and we appreciate it. To put this event on. And I know sometimes things that happen behind the scenes and things that happen at the IFBB professional league offices, they don't always make their way to social media, they don't always get the attention, but Tyler, you and your family have been tremendous, and we are very grateful for that, so thank you. This is very much the start of a new era for this competition. There have been, prior to this year, only 2 individuals that owned the Olympia. The first one, of course, was Joe Bader, and then it was American Media. And we're very proud of that history, but we're also very proud of the fact that one of our own, one of us, someone who lives, eats, breathes, sleeps this lifestyle, decided to come forward and walk the walk and put his money where his mouth is, and as he has said to us many times, give the event back to the athletes, give the event back to the fans. So Jake, on behalf of all of us on this, your very first Olympia, as the steward, as the owner, as the leader of this, I just want to welcome you and let you know how much we all appreciate everything that you have done to make this possible, Jake. Thank you. An area that we could use your help. So a big part of what we're doing, because many of your fans were unable to come for obvious reasons, we are producing a full-blown pay-per-view event, and it's going to happen, of course, starting tomorrow through the weekend. And it's critical, really, to make sure that fans around the world are able to watch the event. It's critical to make sure that we do everything we can to get the word out, that we have produced a pay-per-view that is a next-level viewing experience. We are covering all aspects of the weekend. Unlike in years past where we only cover the evening shows, we have coverage of the pre-judging, we'll have coverage of the press conference tomorrow. We're doing a whole lot to make sure that the entire Olympia experience is captured by our team and sent out to the entire world to see. And I would ask kindly and respectfully that you guys appreciate the importance of what that pay-per-view means to this event, the fact that it allows us to put this event on to some extent. It allows us to reward the prize money that we're awarding. It allows us to do a lot of things to ensure that the Olympia goes off this year in a way that is befitting of all the hard work that you guys have put in. So my hope is that when this meeting is over tonight, as you're getting into bed or just putting your feet up and doing what you do to get ready for the show, take a moment, share those posts, tell your fans and your followers about the pay-per-view. It's really, really important. You can go to our social media and you can find images and you can copy and paste and do whatever you want to do. But we just want to make sure that all of your fans watch the event, and get to celebrate what we're doing here all together. So I know a lot of you guys have already been doing it, and if you can continue to do it, it means a lot, and it never goes unnoticed. So we're hopeful that you can support that initiative as well. I want to just give some props to my team. These guys have we haven't done much sleeping or eating, but we're here. And it was our goal to make sure that this thing went the distance. So Tamer El-Gindi, just really the best of the best when it comes to doing what you do. And Tamer, we're so grateful to you. And Angelica, who literally hasn't slept in days, she did not have one single minute of sleep last night. That is not hyperbole, that is real. And she somehow figures out a way to get it done, and making sure that all of us and all of your guests have tickets to the event, and making sure that all of that stuff was able to happen, because that's really, really hard work. And everybody loves to send in those ticket requests, and VIPs are moving around, and it was just a non-stop carousel of drama. But in the end, Angelica made it look really easy, along with Sophia, and of course Heather, and Kaden. You were just a tireless, relentless contributor to this team, and I can't say enough about the work that you do, and Martine, and of course Tim Gardner is helping us now with our new fan pavilion. I will mention that the Olympia fan pavilion, for those of you guys who don't know, is a new part of the Olympia experience. It's something that we're trying this year as a way to provide some visibility for our sponsors and some opportunities for our fans to have sort of a home base. It's on the ground floor of the convention center where we're all going to be, and our hope is very much that you guys will also help get the word out for that, make sure fans come over and kind of visit the exhibitors, the sponsors. We have a whole new merchandising component, new jackets, new gear, and some really cool stuff. So it's all going to be on display, on sale, along with some holiday-themed exhibits. So the Olympia Fan Pavilion gets underway Friday and Saturday all day at the convention center. One final change that's going to happen this year to Meet the Olympians. I know that's a source of questions from a lot of the athletes. We are trying to be as sensitive as we can with the realities of COVID. So what we've done is the Meet the Olympians is only going to be open to VIPs this year. The VIPs who are our annual supporters of the event, and they are of course excited to come by and have a chance to buy your products and see you from a distance. And we all encourage each of you to manage your space within your own comfort zone. And if you feel compelled for your own safety to stay back, we respect that. We're hopeful that as many of you guys can be there as possible. Only the VIPs will be there, and we did that because we want you to spend a little less time there. We want to get you back to your hotel rooms, and we also want you to be surrounded by infinitely less fans than you would have been if it was open to everybody. So the VIPs will be allowed in first, the media will be allowed in after, and we've asked the media to respect your space. And if you guys want to decline those interviews, we respect that. If you want to request space, we respect that too. Manage it within your own comfort zones. Keep those masks on. So I just want everybody to know what we're doing with that Meet the Olympians. Yep. Yeah, so what's going to also happen is during the Meet the Olympians, as part of the pay-per-view, we're going to have a separate area where you can step away from your table, and we hope that you guys will participate in some socially distanced interviews that we're going to do for our pay-per-view audience. So we're hoping that you can come over. We'll have a producer on site that'll come over and get you guys, walk you over just for a couple minutes, answer some questions, and say hello to the fans watching around the world. So that's going to be also a part of the Meet the Olympians. So if you're looking for other reasons to come, that's another one as well. So that's basically the updates of this year's event. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off now to the gentleman who has been really very much in the trenches over the last few days and weeks as we have orchestrated what we think is a historic, unprecedented 3.5-week production timeline that typically takes 7 to 8 months. We've done it in 3.5 weeks, and a big part of that success has been the work of our producer, Tamer Al-Kindi.
Thank you so much, Dan. Initially, I'd just like to thank the NPC Worldwide, the Pro League, Jim Mannion, Tyler Mannion, Steve Weinberger, Sandy Williamson for their relentless and tireless work, to all us athletes around the world. Of course, second, I need to say one more time, thank you to Jake Woods. It's nice, again, to have an owner that loves this sport as much as us athletes love this sport. And Jake loves this sport. We have a special person as our owner right now. The Olympia, as you guys can imagine, is much more than a show for us athletes. It's much more than a competition. It's our hope, it's our deepest dreams as athletes, and we couldn't let that dream die. Not only the dream is not going to die, when you walk into that stage, that will be the largest stage in Olympia history. The Olympia, just so you guys have an idea, normally this stage is about 150 to 167 feet in the Mandalay Bay in the Orleans. We have 302 feet of stage. It'll take the breath away of all fans around the world and show the resilience and strength of the NPC Worldwide, the Pro League, the Olympia, and what Jake envisions to the world to come for bodybuilding. So I'd like again to thank you guys, and now is your time to shine, achieve your destiny, and conquer the world.
Hello, everybody. I'm not much of a long-winded speaker. I get right to the point. I just have to say that I'm very honored to work with all the people here that I've been working with. I've witnessed a work ethic from everybody that has been incredible. A refusal to let the Olympia die. There was no way that it wasn't going to happen. So I thank everybody here. Everybody knows, Dan, I'm surprised he's alive. I'm surprised I don't see bags under his eyes right now, because I know how much he worked. And I also know how much every athlete in here worked. I mean, yeah, shows been canceled on you. Times changing, events changing, everything's changing. You don't know if you can get from one country to the next. You can't get into your gym, and not to mention all the other problems that normally happen. And I thank everyone for being here, for taking the time to compete, for taking the time to make the whole bodybuilding season work for you. Those of you who are out there qualifying and doing all of that, thank you for that. And I just have to say it's an honor to be able to sit here today and be part of this event in the capacity that I am. I say thank you very much.
The check-in process, but before I do, we're talking about the journey that a lot of you guys had to take to get to this room. Well, I will tell you that nobody has had a journey like the gentleman who's sitting front row to the far right of me, because this year we are going to introduce the Inspiration and Courage Award at the Olympia. And on Saturday night, we're going to present that award to to somebody, you guys might think you've had a challenging year. You guys might think that the things that you have gone through, we might be thinking the things that we went through were challenging. Let me tell you something. Nobody in this room has had to endure the year that Flex Wheeler has had to endure. And Flex, we are just so grateful that you came. We know what this journey was for you to get here. And on Saturday night, when we present you with that Inspiration and Courage Award, we want you to know how much it means to all of us to be able to see you stand tall and represent this sport with class and dignity. And you are inspiring a lot of people. So Flex, thanks for being here. I'm going to pass it off to Kaden. How did you pick? Can you stand up? Where's Hottie? Can Hottie stand up? Hottie, come here. I'll tell you, Hottie. I just wanted to make sure you were here because yesterday you were in Dubai yesterday afternoon. So I just wanted to see with my own eyes that you were actually here and that wasn't something that was just being thrown around. Hottie, welcome. We're glad you could make it. And we're glad you arrived safely. I know it was a tough couple days, so we're glad you could make it. All right, Kaden, take it.
All right, gentlemen, you know the deal. Those here for the first time, welcome. This is the lineup for your 2020 Olympia. As I call your name, you're going to start down on the side of the table. Olympia. Competitor number 1, William Bonac.
Let's